Yeah.
You know what I mean? I realized for me personally, the only way I was going to cut that out is I had to dial back on the drinkage. Because I get the sailor mouth when I get the drinking.
Turn into Stone Cold. What was that movie, The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen? Yo, you Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, yo.
It's not quite that aggressive, but it definitely gets to that point as far as my words.
Yeah.
So I had to watch that. But
Stone Cold used to be 10 beers deep during the match.
Yeah. Drinking a beer in wrestling is crazy, yo. I'd be ready to throw up.
Like he would spit a lot.
But was he drinking it?
No, he would spit a lot of it out, but he was drinking a decent amount. That's why, if you peep certain matches in the past, like he was a little wobbly.
I peeped a lot of them dark side of the ring.
The walk, you can always see from the walk.
I peeped a lot of them dark side of the ring docs, and a lot, like you said, the podcast. Like what's his name, Kevin Nash?
Yeah. Oh, he got a really good one.
Like that's
Eric
really
Bischoff
big.
got a good
but
one
like
too.
is like, but
who's
like,
Kevin Nash with? Who's that?
You get
he's with some. It's some dude. He floats around and does a lot of. I guess he's like a middle guy to a lot of them because I found out he be on several people's podcasts.
Okay.
I remember it was the Undertaker and some other dude. They had one that's good, and somebody was like, "Let's go." I'm so glad to not hear what's the name on here. And I was like, "Oh, he must be the resident dude." There's another dude that y'all might vaguely remember him. If you've seen him, you'd be like, "Oh yeah, I remember," because he was like a mid tier dude, but he had some good stuff they wrote for him. Anyway, his name is Maven.
Yes, I remember that.
His joint
His
joint is growing mad fast because he be talking about a lot of stuff behind, and he's good at storytelling.
Gotcha.
It's been blowing. It's really good. I've been hooked, yo. It's
you
really
said
good.
you've been watching. You've been talking to us off the pod about it more than anything.
Yeah.
But you've been watching. Like I'm,
Yeah,
almost got me.
I got back in the
I'm not gonna
game,
hold
yo.
you. You almost got me interested in about to watch this.
Yo.
What certifiably got me back in the game was my lady was like, I'm kind of interested in watching again because she liked the storylines and all that stuff. And once she said she was into it, I said.
So what's the nights? I gotta
tough.
make sure I get the nights down as far as when to watch. Is it every night or is
it's
it like
no? So the
Monday night, Thursday night.
If you're overall wrestling fan, there's AEW, all that other stuff. But if we're just talking WWE,
that's all I'm talking right
it's
now.
It's Monday like it always was, and then SmackDown instead of being on Thursday is Friday.
All right. I'm not going to interject in the lane because there's people that's been riding with that for a long time.
Yeah,
so I respect people.
I will talk about it loosely,
but I'll watch it.
I wouldn't do a whole bunch because
Yeah,
I would have to be way more invested, like
Yeah.
longer. I just been kind of getting back in the fold.
That's like when you seen that clip I played with Stephen A. talking about Vegeta. I hate when people try to interject in things that they don't know nothing about. Like, chill out. You don't have to do that.
What I will say is, The Rock came back. Been turning it up, yo. Turning it up.
But in all honesty,
the Versace shirts
we was big wrestling fans when we was kids, like dumb big. Like it was
for sure.
If
Me,
you didn't watch wrestling, like you was weird back in the day.
Aunt.
That was like Dragon Ball Z and wrestling.
We had an aunt that was diehard. Didn't we go to a match with her?
Yeah, shout out Aunt Shirley.
Was that Raw or something like that?
Yeah.
That's tough.
Crazy.
That's tough.
It was super little.
And she was into it because like Jake the Snake and like Bret Hart and all of them was still wrestling. So it was like Gold Dust, random dudes. Like,
well, Gold Dust's little brother is one of the biggest people. He's probably gonna be the next. You know how they set it up for the good dude. He lost last year apparently at WrestleMania, and he looks like he's gonna be the next dude. Mm-hmm. So it's crazy watching like all these years later, and it's like you watch differently now because you know like when it's a kid, when you're real young, you think everything is 100%. Because I don't want to use real or not because they really be getting like they put their bottles through. It's scripted real stuff.
Yeah,
like,
it's happening though.
Yeah.
People is bleeding and breaking stuff. Like people have died on this joint, so I'm it's real.
Yeah. So that's why I'm like real. But it is scripted. But like you watch it now and you have a full understanding, so you watch it differently.
Yeah.
So it's really dope. But The Rock came back with the Versace's and the new intros, and it's going crazy.
Getting that big break, that big chicken now.